Hello Capricorn and welcome to my channel, Attila Tarot. First of all, I would like to thank for all of you who have seen my previous videos, liked them, shared them, and especially if you subscribed. I'm truly grateful for all of that, and I'm very happy that you're back. And if you're new, I'd like to give you a big welcome. I'm very glad that you found my channel, and I hope that it will help you in some way. Today we're going to take a look at what kind of energies you can expect in the month of June in the areas of love and relationship. But as usual, this is a general reading, so please pay attention to those messages that resonate with your life and let the others go. But let's get started. In the center of your reading, you do have the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is all about having lots of options. It's all about choices, picking and choosing, and it has this kind of dreamy connotation to it when we are dreaming about something, when we are not fully realistic. We are kind of in a fantasy world. So what this can mean from a relationship perspective, this card can indicate that some of you have just lots of options to choose from when it comes to partners. Maybe you have too many options and you don't really know which one to choose. Some of you might be dealing with a situation where you are dreaming too much about relationships, and probably your expectations might not be fully realistic. So if you are in a relationship, it can be an indication that maybe somebody new is coming into your life, and you will have that might question your relationship. Or it might be a case that some of you are fantasizing what the relationship could be and not really valuing and seeing what it is in real life. And for some of you, it might be that you've been kind of questioning your relationship because maybe your initial kind of butterfly era is past, and you're kind of wondering, will this relationship be exciting? And it kind of tells you that you can find the relationship exciting even after the fact. When this card comes out, it's very important that you are trying to narrow your options and you're trying to see things a little bit more realistically. But let's just see what are the other cards that are surrounding your energy in June. Your reading starts with the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is all about regret, refusing offers, when you're kind of in an apathy, you're bored, and you're not seeing the value of an opportunity, whatever you have. Now, for some of you, this card can indicate that you are regretting your past mistakes, and because you're focusing on too much on the past mistakes, you're not really seeing the opportunity that is right in front of you, and you might kind of go into this kind of spiral that you are focusing on what you missed and you're not seeing the opportunity, and when you realize that, oh, that was a great opportunity, you're gonna be regretting that you missed that opportunity. So it's very important to kind of avoid that and try not to focus on the negatives, whatever happened to you. So if you're single, you definitely need to kind of move past the failures of your past relationship. If you're in a relationship, this card kind of very similar to the Seven of Cups. It might be that you might focusing on too much, dreaming about what the relationship could be, as opposed to seeing the actual value of the relationship, whatever it can give you. And the general meaning of this card, that you're focusing too much on the negative as opposed to seeing the value of something. So I think for some of you, you kind of are in a situation where you're dreaming a little bit too much about what your relationship could be. And then the next card we have here is the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is amazing because it is actually a very solid, very committed, very stable person. So maybe some of you are in a relationship with somebody. Maybe this is kind of describing your relationship, or if you're single, it might be that you're hoping to have a more solid, more stable relationship. Whatever the Knight of Pentacles represents is something that moves slowly but surely. It's the dark horse that you don't really see it winning, but you know, the Knight of Pentacles does all the work that needs to be done in order to achieve their goals. So this is something, it's a very, very slow moving card that eventually will be a very stable, very solid relationship. The next card we have here is the Chariot. The Chariot is all about control. It's all about success, victory, leaving the past mistakes behind and learning from them. But it's all about balancing our mind and our heart as well. So for some of you, this card is telling you that you need to find a better balance between what you think and how you feel. For if you're single, this card is definitely tells you that you've been overcoming the obstacles of your previous relationships and you are able to balance your life better and be successful in terms of attracting a relationship. But even if you're in a relationship, this card might indicate that you've been overcoming some obstacles from the past. Now let's continue. The next card you have here is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about stability, independence, success, and security generally. So for me, it's very interesting that it is right on top of the Seven of Cups, because the Seven of Cups, if you remember, we said that it has this being picky, pick and choosing kind of energy, and the Nine of Pentacles embodies that too, because she achieved a lot. She's very independent, and she's very picky in terms of who she engages with in a relationship. She worked hard for her independence, and she really values the independence that she achieved. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, this card can indicate that you are with a partner who is supporting you to achieve all of your dreams and professional desires, and really stands behind you. For some of you, if this can indicate that a mature, very attractive woman who's very sophisticated and elegant. Now, if you're a man, it might be that this is your partner, and if you're a woman, and almost 90% of my viewers are women, can indicate that this is you. Maybe you are this elegant, very sophisticated woman who achieved a lot, and you are very picky and choosy with your partner. So you kind of have two cards talking about being very picky. Now, the next card we have here is the Six of Wands, which is the card of victory, success, and achievement, being in the spotlight. So this is a good card when it comes to relationship or anything really, because it means that you are achieving your goals. It definitely indicates success, stability, and strength. You're achieving the goals that you want in relationship. This can indicate a strong relationship where you support each other. If you're single, this card shows that your dream partner is about to enter in your life, who is very confident, very successful, and puts you on the pedestal. Now let's see what's going to be the final outcome of the reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, because that's an indication for me that the message has resonated with you, and it also helps me to grow the channel. And for you, that's just a push of a button. But I'm very happy to read as well what's happening in your life, which part of the reading is resonating with you. So the next card we have here is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is very adventurous, very hasty, very charming, and very exciting. He's very brave. He goes for what he wanna get, and for some of you this might be the person that you are dealing with, or might be your personality. But it can be definitely somebody who's very exciting, who really turns you on. For some of you, this card can indicate some kind of a travel. Maybe you will meet somebody through work or through travel who embodies all of these traits. And for some of you, this card tells that you should spend a little bit more quality time with your partner in order to deepen the relationship. Now let's continue. You do have here the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is all about making this decision and choosing between two options, two paths. Especially this card kind of really showcases that meaning of the card. If you're looking at it, he's trying to choose between two options and two paths, and one of them is really the way to go. So in this case, this can be choosing between two partners, right? So I'm not kind of surprised that this card came out, because the center of your reading is the Seven of Cups, which is having a lot of options, and this is all about choosing two paths. So these two paths can be different for everybody. For some of you, this is about choosing to be single or getting into a relationship. For some of you, this might be choosing between two partners. For some of you, this might be choosing between your current relationship and a new relationship. Whatever it is, there's a strong feeling of choosing between security and adventure, which is very interesting, because you do have here the Knight of Pentacles and Knight of Wands. The Knight of Pentacles is all about security, stability, moving forward slowly but surely, and the Knight of Wands, which is all about adventure, excitement. So I think for some of you, you need to kind of make some kind of a decision around these themes. And then the last card we have here is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is like all of the pages can bring some kind of a news, some kind of a message that related to your love life. Now this can be some kind of a love message, love proposal. Maybe it's all about proposing to each other, getting married. But for some of you, this can indicate that maybe you are dealing with a person who is younger than you, and you do have the mature woman and the younger person. So I think for some of you, it's definitely that's the story that it tells. But what is interesting with the Page of Cups, that the Page of Cups has this dreamy quality as well. And when you're really looking at it, it's diagonal to the Seven of Cups and the Four of Cups. And we talked about the dreamy qualities of these cards. So I think for some of you, this message about dreaming and fantasizing too much is something to consider, and maybe you need to kind of make your choice between the reality and the fantasy. Now, if you have some kind of a secret crush on somebody, the Page of Cups tells you that you should definitely reveal your feelings, and you're going to be successful. One of the other message of the Page of Cups, that it tells you to follow your heart, and especially if, you know, if it is right under the Two of Wands. So when you're making this decision, follow your heart, and that's gonna be the path to go to. And then at the bottom of the deck, you do have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is all about happiness, new beginning, new chapter. So I think whatever you're gonna choose, it's gonna make you ultimately very happy. So dear Capricorn, that's all I have for you. I hope that this message helped you, and I'll see you again.